Hey, I'm Kanisha. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to talk about Warrior Nun Season 2, Episode 7. So this episode starts where the previous one left off, and Lilith is fighting Ava. I guess it's about time that I need to concede that Lilith has genuinely switched sides, and now she's helping Adriel. I tried really hard to give her the benefit of the doubt. And even then, it was very difficult, especially considering everything that she's done since she went to see Adriel in, I don't know, episode 4 or something like that. So I've been trying to, and I've been let down again. So I guess I can stop rooting for her now. I felt so strongly, and I was hoping so badly that she would end up double crossing Adriel and, I don't know, stabbing him in the back or something. But yeah, I think I gotta start facing reality. I don't think that's what's gonna happen in this episode now. And I made it to the penultimate episode with this belief, but I can't hang on anymore. Like, Lilith is with Adriel now, and I'm very disappointed that she ended up switching sides. Like, all through season 1, I was absolutely certain that she was a demon and becoming a demon, but that was totally wrong, and I let the scars from season 1 kind of lead me astray, I guess. But I'm just disappointed. Like, and what's kind of funny is that even her name, Lilith, like, I couldn't help but think about the Lucifer TV show, and the Lilith in that show was also not a good person. So even hearing her name in the first season, I wondered if she was gonna be, trustworthy. I talked about in the season 1 premiere, about how Shannon was telling Mary that, not to trust anyone, and the show immediately cut to Lilith. And that's one of the reasons why I thought all season 1 that she was going to be a demon. But I guess I should have believed it then, that it would come to fruition. So yeah, I feel disappointed and sort of betrayed, but not really. Not to that magnitude, but disappointed and hoping that she would come through for her sisters and not abandon them. But yeah, so very disappointing. All the signs, of course, were there, and I ignored them. But yeah, just very disappointed in her. And I thought it was very odd that she would, I guess it kind of happens in every sort of battle of good and evil. Like, the villain or, someone on the evil side would try to convince the hero to, give that speech about joining them in, I don't know, rule the world together or whatever. So the same thing happened here with Lilith and Ava. Lilith asked Ava to join the Halo to their cause. I don't know why that always happens. It feels like it always happens, and I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me that she would ask Ava that question, and I feel like they both know what the answer was always going to be. So why ask in the first place? But I don't know. I just thought it was weird that she would ask. And Adriel did not seem, well, no, did Adriel ask her? Now I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think Ava and Adriel have spent a lot of time in the same room together this season. Because I was remembering back to when they did the museum heist and tried to take the crown. But Vincent stepped in, and I think Michael and Beatrice were able to get Ava back. Or did Ava beat up Vincent, I think, in like an alleyway or whatever. So Adriel never got a chance to reach out, or never got a chance to be in the same room and ask the same question, which he probably could have because of his connection to Halo, whatever. He didn't, and Lilith did it instead. So it's weird. But like, I guess it's a trope or whatever that's just gonna continue on. I'm kind of surprised that Lilith, after she got beat with that mace, I'm surprised that she just sort of left and didn't come back into play for the rest of the episode. So I'm concerned about what she's up to right now. I can only guess that she's trying to get the halo back for Adriel. So it's kind of weird that she shouldn't show back up, but I expect her to do the same thing in the season finale next episode. So I want to say I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also like apprehensive about whatever is going to happen in the finale. So entertainment wise it'll be cool, but just like feelings and anxiety wise and seeing how this season is going to wrap up, it'll be like not a pleasant feeling. So I don't know. I'll see next episode how this all plays out. We also see a miracle happen in this episode, and Ava is able to bring back Mother S. I'm glad she's back, because I mentioned in the previous episode I was very concerned about how Ava and everyone was going to be able to win against Adriel without Mother S. Like, I didn't think they could do it, basically. So as far as chances of beating Adriel, much better now with Mother S around. And I don't know how I feel about how the show handles killing characters, because I thought she died in the previous episode, so I was very shocked to see her like conscious and talking to Beatrice at the start of this episode. I kind of feel like the show's killing of characters has been a little clumsy. Maybe not through any fault of their own, but it just kind of feels like Mary's death was, I don't know. I can only assume that there was some behind the scenes drama or difficulty with how that was handled and why that was handled the way it was handled, because it was just so, like, that was so bizarre to me. And then of course Lilith getting taken by the Terrace in season 1. That was like episode 5, I think. And of course she did not stay dead. And there was like, even when that happened with Lilith, I never felt like she was gone. Because it would have been, I don't know, it would have been kind of crazy to cut her out of the show at that point. So I always felt like she might be coming back. And even with Mary, I felt like she was gonna come back. And with Mother S, the way they handled it, it just felt like it seemed final. And it turns out of this episode that it was not even the part where Ava comes in and is, you know, at Mother S's side. Like, that's not even the part that I'm like feel uneasy about. It's just it looked like she died in the previous episode, and in this the start of this episode she's talking to Beatrice. So that's the part where it's like it feels clumsy. And I don't know if, like, I don't know why the show did it that way. It just seems weird to me and clunky, and it kind of feels like there's just like a history of deaths being murky, I guess. I mean, I guess in a show where the lead character is dead at the start of the show and then comes back, I mean, I guess I shouldn't feel so, I don't know, surprised by how the show has handled death, concerning the lead character has been resurrected in the very first episode. But I just can't help feeling like the show doesn't do this well. So I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like I wish the deaths have been more final and not so like open-ended. But yeah, Mary, Lilith, and now Mother S, I just feel like those deaths could have been handled a lot better, and I wish they had been handled better. But I mean, bottom line is I'm glad Mother S is back, because the crew seriously needed her. And now I can't help but think that with her, the crew actually has a solid chance of stopping Adriel. So we see that what's left of the OCS gathers around Mother S, and they start to pray, but Beatrice does make a good point that Adriel is stealing their prayers out of the air, so why even bother? And I understand why Beatrice is losing hope. I mean, she's certainly feeling a little guilty about what happened with Michael and Ava, and she interrupted possibly their best chance to stop Adriel. So the guilt, like, I do understand, but the like giving up hope, I'm really surprised by. I kind of felt like Beatrice has always been sort of portrayed as a very level-headed kind of person, and like tactical. So for her to sort of basically give up and tell Ava to run and hide, it's like a really stark change, I feel like, and I'm just really surprised that she would kind of end up feeling this way and telling Ava, you know, like, we can't win, basically. I mean, I know she didn't say that, but that's kind of the gist of it. Like, we screwed up and now there's nothing we can do is kind of the sense I'm getting from her, and I'm really surprised. But now that I guess they see, or she sees, like at the end of the episode, Ava is looking for another way to win, and I hope Beatrice gets on board with it soon. I mean, there's really no other good options. So trying to follow Ava and see what's up with the crown, like, probably the best shot right now. So I hope to see Beatrice like back on board with the team and helping everyone. It was kind of jarring to see her just totally give up. So I hope in the finale she will find the strength to fight back again. We see that Yasmin is able to hide in plain sight and grab a disguise, and she's able to save Camilla. I'm actually very proud of Yasmin this episode. I know she said, a few times about how she's scared to kind of follow along with what the OCS is doing. She was scared about the museum heist that they were doing, and I'm sure she was scared at the convent. So I'm very proud of her, and it's nice to see her like kind of step up despite being like scared out of her mind. And I can't help but think that maybe spending all this time with all these other women who are doing incredible things is maybe giving her a little bit of confidence to find a way to survive and fight back and help, the sisters that she's been she has been helping as well. So I'm really proud of her. I'm happy to see that she was able to survive. Like, running and hiding is a solid strategy, actually. So yeah, running and hiding worked out for her, and the important part is that she came back for Camilla. So she didn't just run and hide and leave everyone behind. So I'm happy that she was able to find the strength in herself to sort of wait it out with Adriel and his followers, like in enemy territory, and find Camilla and team up. So I'm glad that she got that moment to be a badass and knock a guy out. So yeah, that was great. I love seeing that moment, and I love Yasmin's character, really. She's been really fun, and she's not like, she's not trained and, fully part of the OCS, but she has sort of worked her way and proven herself to belong with them. So that's been nice to see her progress and teaming up with the OCS. So I really liked her part in this episode, and I'm happy for her. So Yasmin shows Camilla what happened to Todd and about this ceremony, ritual, whatever that's happening where people are getting possessed, and they decide to call in for reinforcements to try and save everyone. I get why Camilla would want to lead the charge and save all these people, but I kind of feel like the best chance of saving them would be to defeat Adriel altogether. And maybe defeating Adriel will banish all of the demons from possessing everyone. I guess we could only hope that would happen, but I just feel like it's well-intentioned and everything, but I just feel like there's no way. Like, first of all, they're in Adriel's home, basically, like, and how would it even work? Would they try to move everyone out? But would they try to have all these people follow them out of the cathedral? But like, where would they go? How how will they be fed and like cared for? Like my mind just goes through all of these like logistical things, and it just seems impossible. Like, if you're gonna take on all of these people, you need a safe place for them. You need to feed them. You need water. And especially if like the sun is gonna start burning people, like you can't really leave. And if you're leading these people away, then obviously they're non-followers and they're gonna burn with the plague. So it seems impossible, and it seems impossible to keep non-believers safe within Adriel's cathedral. And it's just basically the two sister warriors that'll be protecting them, and Yasmin doesn't really have any fighting training. So, well intentioned, but I feel like it's a terrible idea to even attempt it. And like I said, like, Ava stopping Adriel is the best chance everyone has about like coming through this as safe as possible. And there's only like what, 4 people that could come to help them in the first place, and yes, one of them is a warrior nun and has superpowers, but still the odds are very much against them. And yeah, I just feel like that's a bad plan. You know what might end up happening is that, okay, so Camilla makes this call for reinforcements, and then the 4 or 5 reinforcements come in, and then they like already have a plan to stop Adriel. So I'm thinking that it's a terrible idea to try to save those people like just on its own. But if the reinforcements are there to, you know, do away with Adriel, then that should work. So I really did not like that plan when Camilla sort of was imploring Yasmin to help her. But if the plan is to just stop Adriel, I'm all for it. And I think that's the best way to proceed. But yeah. So I hope that ends up being the plan. Just Ava and everyone come into the cathedral. Hopefully, well, we saw that Adriel was there with Christian. Pretty sure, like, he was with the Ark, so pretty sure that's in the cathedral. So he should be there. Ava and everyone should show up and beat him up or do whatever it takes. So I hope that happens in the finale. And that's kind of, I feel like that's the only way to save those people, but I guess I'll find out soon. So we see that Ava is talking to Michael and kind of has flashes of an idea that maybe there's another way to stop Adriel. And then Ava seeks out Vincent. By the way, I love the Falling Angel mural. I love that mural that was whatever under the underpass or whatever, but it was really cool. It was really well done, and it was like pretty awesome artwork. So that was great to see. And anyway, Vincent gives Ava the crown, and they start to make a new plan to stop Adriel. I'm not surprised that this is happening, because in another video I talked about it's possible that Vincent would see the lengths that Adriel is going in order to achieve whatever it is he wants to achieve, and I thought Vincent was gonna be in the dark about whatever Adriel's true plans were, and then Vincent would see how Adriel is going about achieving them and be like uneasy. And not on board with just how Adriel was trying to achieve his goals. And I thought maybe that would give Vincent an opportunity to get a glimpse about what Adriel really wants, and then decide, oh, this isn't what I thought it would be. So now he would, turn his back on Adriel. Like, I thought something like this was going to happen, or I thought it might happen. So I'm not surprised of this turn, but I'm kind of like where Ava is. I'm still mad at Vincent for helping Adriel. Like Ava said, like, you let the devil out and now you want me to put the genie back in the bottle. Like, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly why I'm mad at him. Like, Vincent fucked this whole world all up helping Adriel, and now you want to help and restore peace or whatever. Like, just stay evil, okay? I'm still mad at him. Like, I'm mad that he went behind the OCS's back. I'm mad that he has been using Ava and killed Shannon, and I'm still mad. And like, now you want to be a hero? Like, no. I'm so not okay with this. But I don't have a choice. But I'm furious with him. I'm still not over the betrayal, and Vincent was my favorite character in season 1, and then he had to go and ruin all of that. So I'm still mad, and I still want to be mad at him. And I guess Ava, of course, sees an opportunity, like, and she wants to save herself and save Michael. So, of course, teaming up with Vincent is, like, not a bad option, I guess, for her. I mean, of course, she's not happy about it. But if it saves her from dying and Michael from dying, like, yeah, she would take the opportunity. But if they save the world and Vincent survives, like, I wouldn't be mad if everybody just takes their licks with Vincent. And if he survives, whatever. I kind of hope Beatrice and Mother S and everyone just rip him apart after Adriel is stopped, because I think it's deserved. I mean, all the people that have died and all the people who are getting possessed by demons. And Vincent can't see the demon, so I guess he has no idea. But I'm still mad. Probably never gonna get over it. I would just feel better. I think I would feel better about Vincent if he had just stayed evil instead of being wishy-washy and yeah, I would absolutely feel better if he just stayed evil. Because now he can't be trusted at all ever again, right? He played this role in season 1 about trying to keep the OCS together and stopping Duretti and like pinning the blame on Shannon, pinning the blame about what happened with Shannon on Duretti and all of that stuff. So he's lying to everyone. After all this is done, maybe I'm not normally in favor of, like, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called, but basically, when prisoners are sent to be executed, whatever that's called. I'm not normally in favor of that, but if that's what happens to Vincent, I wouldn't be mad about it. And yeah, that's pretty harsh, but it's just how I feel right now. So, do you think Vincent, in his efforts to turn his back on Adriel, like, whenever he dies, do you think he would be accepted into heaven? Even though he's trying to help Ava? I can't help but think back to what Duretti said to Vincent in the previous episode about, I know Adriel isn't God because he chose to speak to you, like that. Like, I wonder how he'll be judged. And I mean, this is just a TV show, and we're not going to see any of that. But I can't help but wonder, would Vincent turning around and helping stop Adriel be some kind of, would it outweigh all the other stuff he's done? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm pretty torn about this. Like, the disappointment and anger is just gonna continue as far as my feelings toward Vincent, but yeah, I'm just forever gonna be mad about this, I guess. Yeah, I'm mad that he's now trying to help Ava after everything he's done, and I just wish that he would stay evil. Basically, sums it up for me. And then we see that Ava is able to melt away Vincent's divinium tattoos, and it pains Adriel. I mean, we already knew that Adriel is able to sense the world through divinium. And I think he said that when he was in the tomb with Ava. So he has a connection to divinium, and I just think it's interesting that melting it away off of Vincent was able to, like, it seemed like Ava was able to connect to Adriel through that process, and it pained him, and she was able to see inside his head, it seemed like. So obviously divinium is connected to Adriel, so I wonder if destroying the ark, could that kill Adriel instead of having to deal with a crown or anything like that, or any other, or blowing him up. That's so weird to say, but could destroying the ark instead of killing Ava and Michael by blowing up Michael, like, is that the way that they maybe need to attack Adriel? And it seems like only Ava is the one that could know. Well, Father Vincent knows too, actually. So between the two of them, maybe they could tell everyone else that Adriel is connected to divinium, and Ava probably wouldn't know Adriel's reaction to the divinium melting. So maybe they wouldn't be able to put the pieces together that the ark's made of divinium, destroying divinium hurts Adriel, and maybe destroying the ark could kill him. So maybe they don't have all the pieces to put that together, but I think it would be a good, I mean, I guess it's as good a plan as any to kill Adriel, and you don't have to put the crown on him, which of course would be tricky. So I wonder if there would even be an attempt. Like, could it happen by accident? Like, maybe throughout all of the fighting that might happen in the finale, maybe the ark gets destroyed just like collateral damage. I don't know. I mean, destroying the ark was a part of the original plan, but they wanted to lock Adriel in a box and shove him through the portal. That's a wild plan. But anyway, so maybe destroying the ark is the way to go instead of blowing up Michael. So I would like to see them try in the finale, but I feel like there's going to be some other plan happening, especially with what we see with Ava and the crown. I wonder if the reason that Adriel is afraid of the crown is, it probably has to do with the place that Ava ends up, the like void that Ava ends up in with all the Tarrasque showing up. I mean, I kind of wonder if Ava is going to the same place that Adriel went to when the crown was on his head. It's possible that maybe the crown doesn't automatically go to whatever dimension that was with whoever, you know, wears it, but maybe it has to do with your own personal fears. So maybe Ava's personal fears manifest in that space where all the Tarrasque showed up. I mean, I guess that's possible that they would go to separate places when they put the crown on, but as far as the show goes, and as far as like writing, it would make more sense that she would end up in the same place that Adriel would end up. So maybe the crown just is connected to that other dimension. And if maybe Adriel, well, in the season 1 finale, we did see that Adriel was like running away from the Tarrasque. And he told, I think he told Lilith that the Tarrasque were sent after him to capture the Halo and capture him. So I guess he's afraid of being captured. And I guess the Tarrasque would really be the only beings that could like capture him and take him back to the other side. So, okay, maybe he just doesn't want to be in a place with a bunch of Tarrasque who are like out to get him and out to take him back to Rhea. So maybe that's what he's afraid of. I don't know. Because of course at the end Ava said that like Adriel is afraid of like a truth in the crown, or like a truth that the crown reveals, something like that. So maybe Adriel being faced with the truth about who he really is, and I think he's a thief. That's what Lilith said in the season 1 finale. Like, I just believe he stole the Halo from its true owner and has been trying to escape and use his power to build up his own like group of followers to worship him and all that stuff. So So maybe it's just he's afraid of, like, living the truth about who he is before he escaped to Earth. Like, it sounded like he was a servant to Rhea and hated it. So maybe being faced with the fact, well, of course we see that Adriel is like putting on airs and trying to convince people that he is some being more than what he really is. Like, he's trying to convince people that he is something that he's actually not. So being, I guess, if, you know, he puts on the crown, is sent to this place where he has to face what he really is, and it seems like what he really is something that he hates or that he wanted to change. So maybe I'm not sure how that's gonna help them, really. But I mean, if they know what he's afraid of, they could use it against him. So it's not bad knowing what he's afraid of, but I don't know, like, practically how is this gonna manifest in, like, a plan to stop him. I'll find out. I can't even begin to try and speculate what kind of plan it would be. But I'm assuming that somehow they're gonna use this knowledge against Adriel. Don't know how, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like, I suspect that Adriel being afraid to confront who he really is maybe why he's afraid of the crown. And maybe when Adriel goes to that dimension where Ava is now, maybe he just hates like having to deal with who or what he really is. And of course, on Earth, he can live out this, like, fantasy of being this god or angel and people worshiping him and all of this stuff. So he can live out this fantasy on Earth and avoid whatever truth exists with him being on the other side. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, like, how Ava is going to use whatever information she learns from being there in that dimension. Like, how is she going to use this, and, like, what is she going to tell everyone else with the OCS? Like, what can she tell them? What is she going to learn? What plan are they going to make? I'm really looking forward to seeing how all of that works out. And it does seem like Ava is going to be able to, like, make a plan to stop Adriel and it be successful without whatever Rhea told Michael. And of course, whatever Rhea told Michael about getting close to Adriel and using Ava to blow him up. That's such a weird sentence. But yeah. Whatever plan Rhea had, I mean, it's possible that Rhea telling that to Michael is what is necessary to fuel Ava to find some other way. Like, it could still be sort of twisted around, like Ava failing in that moment was also part of the plan, and Michael saying, like, Rhea's plans always work. So I could see it being turned around, that it was always Rhea's plan to have Ava and Michael fail in that moment, and it propels them to find another way. I mean, it seems to be working, so I don't know, maybe what Michael says about Rhea is true, but of course she doesn't have to tell everyone everything, and she can give misinformation basically in order to set everyone on the right path, or the path that she expects to happen. So I think I wondered in whenever Michael revealed that the plan, Rhea's plan, was to have them blow up Angel. I did wonder if that was actually going to happen, because that would leave Michael dead and Ava dead, and then there wouldn't be another show. Like there couldn't be more episodes. So it sort of seemed like, I mean, hindsight's 2020. So it seems like that plan maybe was never viable. So maybe everything is proceeding exactly as Rhea had thought it would. But I do think that Ava's gonna find another way to stop Adriel. I mean, I expect her to. And I expect that the crown is a key part of whatever the plan is going to be. Especially since Rhea, or some messenger sent by Rhea, put it in Ari's hands 1,000 years ago. So yeah, I expect the crown to be used as part of the plan, and I guess well, now that I think about it, Rhea could have given Ari the crown as a means to trap him, but also it like reveals Adriel's like deep dark secrets, and of course that can be used against him. So we're never gonna know what Rhea's plan actually was, and we really don't need to know. But the crown is gonna have to be incorporated into the plan to stop Adriel, and like they're gonna have to use a crown in order to stop Adriel. So I don't know where I'm going with this sentence. But yeah, so I guess Rhea's giving the crown to Ari works like in multiple ways. Of course, it's a way to trap him, and it's also a tool that can reveal his deep dark secrets, and that can be used against him. So yeah, I don't know how it's all gonna play out. I expect Ava and everyone to win, but like I don't know if Adriel is just going to end up being killed by Divinium or by destroying Divinium. Like I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm still wondering like about that Divinium sword. I don't remember seeing it in the last couple of episodes, so I don't actually know where it is. I thought Ava had it last. I can't remember if Ava had it in the melee when they were trying to execute their plan. Like, I just don't remember if she had it at all. And of course, the plan was to put the crown on him so they wouldn't need the sword. So I wonder where the Divinium sword is. I wonder if that's going to be used at all to stop Adriel. And if Adriel can sense the world through Divinium, then maybe they shouldn't use the sword. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still wondering if that sword is gonna matter at all. I know the crown matters, and the Ark matters. I wonder if we'll actually get to see Adriel use the Ark. I mean, I would like to see like why he had it made, but yeah, I have a lot of questions. I have no idea how this season is gonna end. I want to see Adriel use the Ark. I want to see how Ava going into the Crown's dimension is gonna help. I want to see how Beatrice and Mother S react to Vincent maybe getting involved with the new plan. Yeah, I wonder how all of that's gonna work. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. But before I wrap it up, I want to talk about the episode title. So the episode was titled Psalms 116:15, and it reads, "Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his faithful ones." To me, that feels like a reference to Mother S, but it's weird because it seems like that doesn't apply to everyone. We saw Shannon was killed. We saw Duretti get burned to a crisp. And only Mother S was saved. Like, it's just weird that there's, you know, this passage reads about how precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his faithful ones. I don't know. I feel like that's a reference to what happened with Mother S, but like I'm really not sure what that means. I mean, to me it kind of means that the faithful will like the faithful will be saved from like agony or anything like that, and the Lord will like shine his light on them, and like they'll be saved basically. But everybody dies, so I'm just not sure. I'm not sure, but let me know what you think about this passage. I'm not sure how it relates to this episode, but let me know what you think about it. So I guess the thing I'm most excited about seeing in the next episode is really, what does Adriel do with this arc? I said that, pretty sure I said that in when I talked about episode 6. But yeah, I still want to know. I'm still very curious about what is it for. I have no idea. Like, is he gonna go to the other side and bring something back? Is he gonna go through it and like wreak havoc on the other side? Like, I have no idea what he's gonna do with it, and I'm very much looking forward to what does he want with it and why do he have it made. So that's the thing I am most excited about. There's a lot to be excited about for this finale. There's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of tension, especially with Vincent and the rest of the OCS. So yeah, really looking forward to see how this ends. And I might as well say this now. I'm sad that we never got to see any angels in this show. We got plenty of demons. We got Adriel, who's a devil. We saw people get possessed, and we saw whatever Lilith is. But yeah, we didn't see any angels show up, so I'm sad about that. And we didn't get to see what the other side looks like. I mean, we saw Rhea, sorta, kinda. We saw Rhea, possibly Rhea or one of Rhea's messengers. In a flashback when we saw the crown be given to Ari. And then we kind of saw Rhea in the video that Lilith took. But really, other than that, no angels, no hints about what the other side is like. I mean, Michael explained it, but we didn't get to see it. So yeah, I'm sad that the show didn't really delve into what the other side is like, or we didn't get to see what's on the other side. So I'm sad about that, but there's like a tiny, minute chance that maybe there will be a sequence in the finale. It feels like wishful thinking at this point, because feels like there's a lot to wrap up if it does get wrapped up, because I know the show is canceled, so I have no idea how this is going to end. So I'm kind of expecting a cliffhanger. So I would love and hate it if somehow Ava or someone we know is sent to the other side. Maybe they go through the portal, or maybe not. But maybe they go through the portal and see the other side, and we get like a glimpse, like maybe a few seconds. Like, that could be a cliffhanger that I wouldn't hate, because of course we get to see something that I've wanted to see for a long time. So I wouldn't hate that, but I try not to get my hopes up, because it's been this long without any angel sightings. So I don't know. I have no idea how this season is going to end, and I'm very much looking forward to it. There's a lot for the show to cover, and I really would love to see the other side, but I've got to temper my expectations, and I'm going to try to. Okay, before I wrap up this video, do let me know, did you think Mother S died in episode 6? And were you surprised that she was like conscious and talking in this episode? Like, I was certain she was gone when the last episode ended. So let me know in the comments, were you surprised that she was back? Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, I want to give you a gift as thanks for watching. You can get early access to watch my next video. You won't have to wait a week to see my thoughts on the next episode. Just click the link in the description to get access now. I'll see you there.